Em, you all right?
Fine.
You sure?
Really, yeah.
Well, what happened? One minute we were connecting, and the next you just
Yeah,
kind
I bolted. I know. I'm sorry. It's just... This is happening way too fast for me. I'm not sure how I feel about anything at this point. What I do know is that you are the last person in the world that I would ever want to hurt.
I know that, Emily. I do.
Okay. You know, we've been friends since before we were teenagers. I mean, I was 11 when we met. You were 12. God, does that seem like eons ago or what? We've seen each other through it all. Lucky first loves, terrible losses, and...
Now here we are. On the other side, all grown up.
Theoretically, yeah.
I know you're all scared about changing who we are. It scares me too, but not enough to let it stop me.
Get how completely unfair this is? There's no way to resist you. But you know me better than I know myself.
It's funny. I was thinking the exact same thing. Give me that.
Which means that you know better than anyone how deeply I loved Nicholas. Yes, I may have accepted that he's gone from my life, but that doesn't mean I'm ready to move on in any kind of a romantic way. And even if I were, I don't know if it should be with you.
Okay.
No. Look, I meant I don't want to risk anything that could cost me your friendship. It means too much to me.
Emily, I feel the same way. Unless you were just gearing up to tell me that I gross you out or something.
Don't be silly.
Well, maybe you were just going to tell me that I'm a bad kisser.
Not bad, but...
That's not a ringing endorsement.
Okay, how's this? Your kisses are amazing.
Let me tell you something. I'm getting the impression that they could use just a little bit of work. Just a little...
Hi.
Emily, what are you doing here?
I wanted to tell you that Sam and the baby are okay.
Why would they be? What happened?
I thought you knew. Some guy tried to kidnap Sam and there was a fight. Luckily, Jason was there.
I don't care about what happened before. I love you for who you are now.
I love you too.
You won't leave me?
No. Never. Never, not until the day I die. Emily.
After what you just heard, you have to believe Sky is telling the truth.
Emily, denials from a desperate woman don't carry a lot of weight with me.
I understand that you have mixed feelings, Lucky.
Alexis, they're not mixed.
I need you to reconsider. You may be the only person that can help at this point. I need you to take the stand in Sky's defense.
And what would you expect me to say?
I want you to say that the note that Luke wrote is too convenient. I want you to say that the fact Luke isn't here is suspicious, and I want you to admit that Rick's theory is patently absurd.
Forget it.
Will you give us a minute?
Sure.
Okay. All right, listen to me. I realize that you're carrying around a lot of loss right now, and I know how angry and helpless that makes you feel. But standing by silent while Sky gets framed for murder won't help. It won't make your mother well, or find your father, or bring Nicholas back. I think you know this in your heart. All Sky is guilty of is loving your father. And if Luke were here, he would want you to help her.
Okay, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to lie under oath? I think Sky is guilty, okay? And I'm sorry if that doesn't sit well with you.
You know what? It doesn't. You're refusing to be the cop you are and look at the situation rationally. You're ready to throw Sky's life away because you're too angry and stubborn to see the truth. You know, fine. I can't stop it, but I'm damn sure not gonna hang around and watch.
What are you doing here?
Walking through the park?
Unless you're following me.
I'm sorry?
Look, Emily. We made love one night, okay? It was a mistake that will never happen again. I'm sorry if you're lonely, but like I said, I can't fill the space that Nicholas left, and frankly, I don't want to anyway. So if you'll just leave me in peace with the woman who loves me, and excuse...
Congratulations. I see you've recovered a few pieces of your former personality. Too bad arrogance is so unattractive.
I'm sorry.
You can believe what you want, but I wasn't following you. In fact, I haven't pursued you at all. If you can remember back that far, all I wanted from you that night you regret so much was a dance. You're the married man who made it more. And for the record, you weren't thinking about your perfect little wife while making love to me, so save the self-righteous act. It doesn't fly here.
You know, I don't know what you said to Lucky to cause that turnaround today.
That this is a difficult concept for you to grasp, but perhaps he saw value in the truth and realized that your theory about what Sky had done was nothing.
No, you know what? You got in a blow today.
Thank you for
But in the end, Lucky's opinion is irrelevant. The only thing that really matters is what the jury decides, and I'll get him back at close.
We'll see.
Where is everybody?
I was wondering what happened to you.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch Lucky bury Sky with his testimony.
That's not what happened at all. He came through for Sky, and if she avoids a conviction, that she has him to thank for it.
Oh, God, I'm glad he found it in his heart to help.
Maybe we should return the favor.
What do you mean?
Lucky is more upset about Nicholas than he has let on. Maybe you should tell him that his brother's alive.
There you are. I've been looking for you. Hey. Are you all right?
Man, I'm just standing here staring out at Windermere. You know, just thinking about...
Hey, it's okay. I know. There's something I need to tell you, Lucky. It's important. It's about Nicholas.
Emily, please don't talk about Nicholas. I don't want to dwell on the past. Listen, I'm sorry. That was rude. You know, if there's anything you ever want to say about Nicholas, I want to hear it.
You know, Nicholas would have been proud of you today. I heard what you did for Sky. Thank you.
Oh, you called it. I was just taking my pain out on Sky. I should have been professional.
Well, what matters is you did the right thing today.
You know, I just kept picturing Nicholas in the courtroom, just all serious and proper to listen to every word I said. I am so sorry. One second I don't want to talk about him, the next second I do. Emily, it just isn't fair.
It's okay.
You know, Nicholas, he would have wanted me to protect my mom, but just not at Sky's expense.
Do you really think Laura's after Sky?
That's what I thought at first, but, you know, it just doesn't make sense.
No, none of this makes sense. I mean, especially Rick Lansing's theory. I mean, why would anyone break Laura out of the Institute and frame her for the murder of some cop?
Sky wanted my mother out of the way, why let her out at all? I mean, why not just go to the Institute and make it look like a suicide?
It's a terrible thought.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to kill somebody if they're already really messed up.
Love makes some people desperate. They do unimaginable things. And they lie, steal, cheat, rip other people's lives apart.
Sky's done her share of that.
Believe me, I know she's done a lot of damage in the past. But we have to look at what's happening now. I mean, Sky is insecure. She's extremely high maintenance and definitely in love with Luke, but I just don't believe that she killed that detective.
Neither do I.
I hope the jury agrees. I'm sure your testimony helped.
Yeah, it might have been too little too late.
Well, somebody's out there getting away with it scot-free, and I don't think it's Laura either.
What if somebody's possibly saying that my mom is Sky bought?
Okay, a frame within a frame?
Yeah, but who would possibly go to that much trouble?
Maybe Helena?
Why would she bother? I mean, my mom was a terrible wreck. My dad, I mean, he was just completely just trashed. I mean, what possible good is it going to do for Helena to go to that much work?
Yeah, but they've both disappeared, and we know that's Helena's specialty.
My gut is just telling me somebody else is involved.
Who else is that insane?
I was just way off base about Sky.
Yeah, but you changed your mind about her.
Well, that's thanks to you. If there's someone I can trust.
Where do you think Luke fits into all of this?
You know, I just can't believe he just disappeared with Sky in so much trouble.
Do you think someone grabbed him?
Well, I keep thinking he might have grabbed my mom and they're off hiding someplace. It's just kind of my own little fantasy.
Yeah, we can dig a little bit deeper here. I mean, we might feel better if we try to solve this. At least we might find your parents.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna start thinking like a cop, not like a son.
And I'll start thinking like a pre-med student obsessed with details. And maybe we can find something or someone that everyone else has missed.
Hey, come on in.
Are you sure it's not too late?
Oh, are you kidding me with the closing arguments tomorrow? I don't think I'm going to sleep at all tonight. Besides, it's nice to see a few friendly faces.
How you holding up?
Okay. I haven't had a drink yet, which is a pretty big thing. And I am so grateful to you, Lucky, for standing up in court today for me.
You know, I wish I'd done it sooner.
As long as you believe me, I don't care what the jury says.
We're gonna turn the jury around.
I don't know if that's possible.
No, what? It might be. If we could just find some new evidence.
Listen to you. Just like your father, you never give up, do you?
Yeah, well, he might still show up.
Yeah, I know. Keep hoping that myself, but in case he doesn't, I don't know. Where do we start?
Okay, Lucky's in charge of the big picture, and I'm keeping track of the details. We're a team from way back.
Okay. Ask away.
Okay. Okay, now I want you to just tell us everything that happened the night Ross Duncan was killed. Okay, so you came from the Haunted Star to Kelly's to here.
I remember being in this room.
Did you come in the front door?
Yes.
Did you lock it?
I don't think so.
So you stayed in this room?
Yeah, we were about here, and, well, I kissed him, or he kissed me. I don't know. I was pretty drunk.
Did he seem nervous or concerned about anything?
No, not at all. Ross and I were pretty much into the same thing, if you know what I'm saying.
What, did you hear anything in the house? Or notice anything in the front yard?
No, nothing. I'm telling you. We were on the couch. We were in each other's arms, and then everything after that's a blank.
Hey, what do you remember next?
Well, Luke was here, and, I was passed out, and Ross was dead.
Did Luke see anything?
No, nothing. Luke must have retraced his steps like 50 times, and all he remembers is that he saw me passed out and that Ross was on the floor here dead.
Somebody must have broken in the house and stabbed Ross.
Yeah, but who?
I met Lorenzo on the docks to try and start working again. Someone shot at us.
How dangerous does this job have to get before you stop working for him?
I'm comfortable with him, Mary. With the way he thinks. It makes sense to me. Like we're from the same background, which of course we're not. He's an international businessman, and I'm just a simple soldier, right?
No, you're a good and honorable man.
Then why can't I shake this feeling that my life doesn't fit? That I've been places that the past you told me about doesn't account for. What is the secret, Mary? What is it? What don't you want me to remember? Just tell me what it is.
Connor, you have it all wrong.
Then what's the truth? Tell me what the truth is. Stop protecting me. Not knowing it's eating me alive, Mary. If you love me, just be honest with me. Who the hell was I?
Why are you so upset with me? Because I care about what happens to you?
I just want you to be honest with me.
That's what I need from you too, Connor.
What?
You swore we could put the past behind us, that you would stop trying to remember.
Just tell me the part you're leaving out, Mary. What's the secret?
There's
And then we'll
no
move
secret.
on.
Why can't you accept that? You go for a walk, and you come back with a gun, and you're accusing me of keeping secrets?
Why do I speak Spanish? Where did I learn to translate Greek? Why do I know so much about caviar?
I told you we used to live beyond our means.
How? Mary, by carving wooden ducks? And if so, why don't I remember how to do it? And why can't I imagine even wanting to? And this house, this tiny house, how is it possible that I even lived here? It doesn't feel like home to me, and it never has.
You know, we keep having this same argument, and it never gets resolved. Why can't you just let this go?
I can't because there's always something new that doesn't fit. Another image, another skill, another memory that I can't explain. And just when I think that I can let it go, Mary, I do or feel or say something that triggers the same questions, and it always leads back to the same place. A secret!
There's
a secret!
no secret!
There is a secret! And I want to know what it is!
You're unhappy with our life together, with me, with our home. I don't want to hold you back. You can go anytime.
I love you, Mary. I don't want to leave you.
But if I can't make you happy, then...
It's not you. You do make me happy. Okay, that's...
Why do you keep asking me all of these questions?
Because I'm frustrated. Okay? I know it's not fair to blame you, but what do you expect me to do?
I'm trying to give you the best life I know how. And that's obviously not enough for you.
What? How could I appreciate my life now if I don't know what it was before?
Do you believe anything I've told you?
Yes, of course I do. Can you just imagine for a second what I feel like? I have no reference points before March of 2004. Okay, I have no memories of my childhood. I don't know what my parents looked like. Not even a Christmas past.
Christmas past? You mean like the holidays?
No, I mean like Dickens, as in the Christmas Carol. You see, why can I reference that so easy and not this?
We watched it on TV.
Okay, but what was the night like? Did we keep Christmas? Did we dream about Ghost and Marley's Chains? Did we do any of that?
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, but if you wanted to remember those details, you could. I cannot. You have a past tense, Mary. I don't. Everything that I am is right here, right now.
And is that so terrible?
God, I have a void in me. Okay? A space right here where my heart and soul should be.
Are you considering hypnosis?
No, I promised you that I would let that go, and I will.
Even though you don't want to.
I'm just trying to allow whatever happens to happen. But you know, I'm not very good at c'est la vie. And I know French now too.
Even I know what c'est la vie means.
To admit, Lansing's good. Making it like I turned against my own mother because you asked me?
You know, Sky has a chance because you stood up for what was right.
Yeah, we still can't be sure it was my mom who framed her.
I hope Laura didn't do this, but I'm proud of you today.
I have been warning my family about Sky Chandler from the moment she arrived on our doorstep.
So it doesn't surprise you that she committed murder?
Absolutely not. I always knew she was capable of doing something like this.
This Sky's innocent until proven guilty.
Oh,
so keep your
look,
comments
here is
to
the
yourself.
other fake Quartermain. I don't know if you know, but Emily was adopted by my family who took pity on a poor orphan.
You know what? Say that again?
Or you'll what? You'll have me arrested for using harsh words against your new girlfriend?
You took advantage of this trial to launch a personal
I guess
attack
D.A.
on Sky.
Lansing is right. The two of you are, what is the polite word? Involved? Nicholas is not even cold in his grave yet, and you've taken up with his brother.
Sky Quartermain, you have been found guilty of murder in the first degree. You are hereby sentenced to Pentonville Prison for a term of 20 years.
Officer, give the prisoner a moment with her family.
Guess that's it, huh? Wanted me to kick around for a while.
That's not true. We'll visit you all the time.
Absolutely. You'll be sick of us ever.
And we won't give up. We'll keep finding a way to prove you're innocent.
Emily, you've truly been a little sister to me. Thank you.
Can't let him take you away. I think I'm gonna lose it or something.
Please, then you can go, okay? Just go.
Don't give up. You promise?
I promise.
Damn it! It's not fair.
Emily. What happened?
An innocent woman is going to prison, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Just like there's nothing I can do to bring you back into my life, no matter how much I need you. But you said you didn't want anything to do with me, so you just leave.
No, not when you're hurting like this.
I'm sorry. I was under the impression that you couldn't care less.
Look, Emily. I may not be able to pursue a relationship with you or be an ongoing part of your life. But I can listen when you're upset. What happened?
My adopted older sister was just sentenced to 20 years in prison.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even like Sky at first. I thought she was evil and conniving, but that's her armor. She's really a wonderful person. And when I was so sick, she was incredible.
You were sick.
Breast cancer. I had a bad reaction to the chemo. My immune system was compromised and I caught meningitis. I almost died. Live a full life. Are you remembering something?
I knew you were sick. But how? You never told me, did you?
Emily!
I have to go.
Oh, wait, please tell me what you remember.
I have to go.
Health is excellent. I see no reason why you'd have any problems conceiving once the birth control pills are out of your system.
How soon do you think I can get pregnant?
It usually takes a little longer, but the earliest you could hope to conceive would be a month from now.
It was that soon. My husband and I, we can't wait to have a baby. How soon can I get pregnant?
Usually takes a little longer, but the earliest you could hope to conceive would be a month from now.
I hope it's that soon.
Okay.
My husband and I, we can't wait to have a baby.
Well, if you have any more questions, feel free to call me.
I will, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have you seen Mary Bishop?
Oh, you just missed her.
Oh, she left. We were supposed to meet here after her appointment. Is she all right?
Now, you know I can't tell you anything.
Oh, I understand, but she's been such a big help to me lately, and she can't wait to get pregnant.
Well, I'm sure Mary would appreciate a call from you.
Well, should I bring a bottle of champagne to commiserate, or is champagne out of the question?
Let me put it this way. A little champagne for tonight would be fine, but enjoy it while you can.
Got it. Thanks. Jason, call me when you get this. It's about Nicholas.
Em?
Oh my God, honey! Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
It's so good to see you. God, I've missed you.
Oh, I've missed you.
You okay?
Not even close. He's wonderful. He's perfect. He looks just like Xander.
I think so too.
Oh, little Cameron. Your daddy would be so proud. I'm sorry, I've been so busy lately.
Don't even apologize. This guy's trial's been all over the news, and I can tell the verdict was hard on you.
Yeah, not as hard as it was on Sky. Hey, have you talked to Lucky?
No, we've been trading messages. Why?
I was just wondering.
Okay, am I supposed to pretend to believe that? Emily, tell me what's going on.
Oh. I don't know where to start.
Well, why'd you ask me about Lucky?
He wants to be more than friends.
You and Lucky?
I know, Elizabeth, it's absurd. It can't happen.
But apparently he disagrees.
I know, he's kissed me a couple of times, and yeah, we've been spending a lot of time together, and I don't know. I mean, maybe he thinks that he owes it to Nicholas to look after me, and he's just talking himself into thinking that he's attracted to me.
I could see how Lucky would have feelings for you. I mean, you guys have known each other since you were this big.
I'm in love with Nicholas.
And you always will be, but that doesn't mean you'll never love anyone else. Em, you just got to give yourself time. Nicholas hasn't been gone
Elizabeth,
very long, and I just...
Nicholas is alive.
So let me get this straight. You and Nicholas made love at Windermere, but he didn't remember who you are?
He ran back to Mary, who just happened to fall in the river that very night.
And you let him go?
I was about to tell him, Elizabeth, when he got the call from Mary. I mean, I even went to Mercy Hospital, but I just couldn't.
Okay, well, why not?
Jason.
Excuse me?
Okay. Do you know why Jason's a gangster? Because he hated everyone who tried to make him remember. I mean, he ran away from them, Elizabeth. He punished them by going someplace that they couldn't follow.
So you think if you tell Nicholas the truth, he's going to work for Sonny?
Elizabeth, you didn't know Jason the first couple of years after the accident. I mean, how angry he was. He took these insane chances. I mean, at least Nicholas is safe with Mary. He doesn't have brain damage. I mean, eventually he could remember.
Okay, but if, let's just say Mary does get pregnant in the meantime, Nicholas is going to feel obligated to her for the rest of his life. He may even stay with her for the sake of the baby. Emily, you have got to tell him.
What if it drives him away, Elizabeth? Or he lashes out and it puts him in danger? Or
again, if Mary gets pregnant and then Nicholas discovers the truth, how are you going to explain to him that you knew all along?
You're right. I have to tell him the truth tonight.
Can't go on like this, not remembering my life. I want you to have me investigated. I need a complete dossier of my entire life. Where I was born, where I grew up, who were my parents, my friends, what was my education, my hobbies, when did I meet my wife, where did we get married, anything there is to know about Connor Bishop, including whether I could have known Emily Quartermain.
So this is about Emily?
I don't know. See, that's the problem. Mary won't tell me everything.
Maybe she has good reasons.
Yeah, well, I imagine she does, but I still need to know what she's leaving out. I haven't told Mary anything, and I'm assuming that you won't either.
No, of course not.
Look, I love my wife, and I intend to honor the commitment that we've made, but I am dreaming things. I am remembering things that just could not have happened. You know, at least not in the life that Mary says we had, and Emily. Every time I see Emily, it's like we've known each other for years.
Well, if you had, wouldn't Emily have told you?
I don't know. I mean, that's the problem. That's why I'm asking for your help. I'm running out of time here.
Why's that?
Because I don't want to start a family with all of this unresolved.
I understand that.
I mean, there's so many things that just don't fit. Emily, the languages, caviar. Come on, I mean, I feel like that I may have had a life that Mary knew nothing about.
That's possible.
And I figured that that's why you hired me in the first place, because you picked up on it somehow. I mean, I am more educated and more sophisticated than I should be. And either Mary knows why, and she's hiding it from me, or I'm hiding it from her. Either way, I need to know the truth, and I can't afford to wait to remember it.
You know that I will help you any way I can.
Thank you.
I understand your situation more than you realize.
Always have.
I find that work helps during the difficult times.
Work, yeah. So you have another assignment for me?
Yeah. Corinthos is landing a shipment tonight in Pier 54. What I need to do is follow it, make sure it arrives. Keep me posted.
All right. Okay, so you'll put together that dossier?
Right away.
Okay.
But listen, I understand what it means to dream about a woman you may never have. And I know how damaging secrets can be.
Never quite pictured us here, did you?
No, not at all.
It's a long way from Greenwich Village and the art school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God, life was so simple back then.
Me being angry at my father. Yeah, that was my worst problem, and now I don't even know where he is.
Yeah, Emily told me. Wish we could just drop everything and go find him.
Yeah, well, I may do that soon.
Well, maybe we should reunite the Four Musketeers.
3 Musketeers. Well, unless you want to count this one.
Oh, I think he's a little young for that.
You know, there's something I should tell you. Emily and I have been getting closer.
Honey, I think she just needs a little room right now.
Because she's still in love with Nicholas, I know. I should respect her grief and leave it alone, but see, I can't. If Nicholas, if he were alive...
He is.
What?
Nicholas is alive. Emily needs some room right now.
She's still in love with Nicholas. I know, I should leave her alone and let her grieve, but... Elizabeth, I can't. If Nicholas were alive...
He is.
What?
Nicholas is alive.
You know what? Someone made a mistake. They told you.
No, okay, I promise you this is the truth. Emily told me she has seen him.
Emily's seen Nicholas.
Nicholas suffered some sort of head trauma. He doesn't remember who he is, and Emily's afraid to tell him because she thinks he might react the same way Jason did and push all the people away who love him.
Nicholas is my brother. How can Emily not tell me?
Honey, she knows you well enough to realize that you want to go straight to Nicholas with the truth.
Yeah, of course I do. We've been grieving for no reason. Nicholas has an entire family waiting to help him.
But you can't.
But Nicholas is my brother.
But he doesn't know that. You see, Nicholas thinks... Okay, get this. Nicholas thinks he's an ex-Marine named Connor Bishop.
Who?
Oh, God, this is so surreal. A woman named Mary Bishop found him after the accident.
Mary Bishop. Yeah. Yeah, I met her a couple of times.
Yeah.
She works with Emily at the hospital.
Right, so Mary found him after the accident, and when he woke up without a memory, she convinced him that he was her husband.
Why?
Because the real Connor Bishop died in Iraq. And Emily thinks that Mary couldn't handle the loneliness, so she just latched onto Nicholas as a substitute.
And Nicholas honestly buys into this.
Well, why would he think that Mary's lying? I mean, she has her husband's entire life just ready and waiting for Nicholas to step into.
How can Emily know about this? It's not stupid.
Okay, just for a second, think about how Emily feels. She's dying to tell Nicholas. She wants to scream it from the rooftops that he's alive, but is unable to for fear that it might traumatize him and send him into Mary's arms for good.
Well, the truth is going to come out sometime.
Yeah, well, Emily was going to wait for Nicholas' memory to return on his own, but now Mary wants to get pregnant, so she has no other choice but to tell Nicholas the truth about who he is.
Is Nicholas here?
Emily.
Yeah, that's right, Mary. I know everything. You found Nicholas after his car accident. He needed a doctor, and his family, and me. And you kept him away from everyone he loves most. You made him believe he was a deserter. You stole his entire life. And now I'm here to give it back to him. Connor Bishop is dead, and Nicholas Cassadine is going home with me.
How long have you known?
I was in Mexico when you were there, Mary. We stayed at the same hotel.
You saw us in Mexico?
Nicholas told me that his name was Connor Bishop and that he was there on his second honeymoon. I wanted so badly to tell him the truth, Mary, but I didn't want to shock or disorient him. I didn't want to mess with his head, unlike you.
It was never my intention to hurt him.
You saw that a part of me died with Nicholas. I mean, you listened to me grieving. You sympathized. You consoled me. You pretended to be my friend. And all the while you were lying to Nicholas.
It was not my intention.
His memory was gone and he was hurt from the accident and you preyed on him. You took advantage of his injury. You kept Nicholas isolated from everything he knew, everyone he loved, while you tried to, remake him and turn him into the husband.
No, I didn't plan this, Emily. I was home alone in the house that night. It just happened, and then I didn't know how to stop.
Don't pretend that you are some innocent bystander. You actively stole a man's life. You had a million chances, Mary, to tell Nicholas the truth, but you kept on using him to ease your own loneliness. You are no better than a kidnapper.
I wanted him to be happy.
He was happy with me, Mary. But you took that from us. You stole the love of my life. What, do you think your loss, gives you the right to steal Nicholas? I mean, to make his family grieve? To make us go to his funeral? To speak at his memorial? To try to move on with our lives while
dead, Emily. I spoke at a memorial, too. He died in a battlefield in Iraq.
I'm sorry about Connor, but it still didn't give you the right to take Nicholas.
You're right, Emily. But I was in this house all alone. He needed me.
He needed help, Mary. He needed his family, his friends, his fiancé.
I told... Tell me you can't understand. Tell me you wouldn't have done the same.
His life with you is a lie, Mary.
You won't even try to understand how
you convinced yourself that Nicholas didn't want to go back. This isn't about him, Mary. This is about you. Everything you did, everything you said was about making your life better. To hell with Nicholas Cassadine, or what he might want or need, who he might love.
That's not true. He loves me. He was the one who chose to renew his vows to
All
me.
he had was you, Mary. What else did he know? You'd closed off every other door.
And you have a hole in your heart, Emily. You don't stop to think. You saw what happens when you push him too hard. The hypnosis was upsetting to Connor.
His name is Nicholas, Mary.
But he thinks he's Connor Bishop. That's his reality, and he's happy. And I think you know that in your heart, Emily. Otherwise, you would have told him the truth long ago.
No, I haven't wanted to confuse him.
And it would have, because he told you he loves me.
If Nicholas knew the truth from the start, Mary, he'd be connecting the fragments of his memories. The pieces of his past would be fitting together. But the lies you've told him don't make sense. Nothing fits. That's why I haven't told him the truth. It might be too much of a shock.
And you don't want to upset him.
You've upset him enough.
I would do anything for Connor. He knows that. I made him safe. I brought him back from the darkness. You can call it an accident or fate or answer to my prayer. But the only truth that really matters is that he loves me. And if you really love him as much as you say you do, you'll let him stay with me.
Like hell I will. I know what you're up to. You're trying to get pregnant. Don't waste your time trying to deny it. I heard you with Dr. Meadows, and I am telling you, I will be damned in my grave before I let you trap Nicholas like that. He hears the truth tonight.
I realize you're mad, but...
Mad?
If, Mary, you drop this bombshell on Nicholas, you'll blow his whole life apart.
This isn't his life, Mary. It's some twisted fantasy of yours.
You haven't lived with him since the accident. The head injury that he suffered is real. If you force the truth on him now, you could push him too far and do lasting damage. Do you really hate him with me that much that you would take that risk?
You're trying to scare me. It's not gonna work.
Even if he does believe you? Even if he accepts that he's Nicholas Cassadine? Then what, Emily? He starts from square one, starting all over again with a stranger, because that's who you are to him, Emily. Your life with Nicholas never existed to him. The only reality he knows is his life here with me.
It's a lie.
Not to Nicholas. I'll be his only memory, the only woman he really loves.